Today we are going to introduce you with a guest who has not just treated cancer for past 3 decades, but he has also treated pain, fears of life.
Dr. Palkonda Vijayanand Reddy, Chikitsa, Oncology.
Let us welcome Dr. P. Vijayanand Reddy ji. Welcome to Sunset TV, sir.
Pleasure.
Sir, what is the first reaction that comes after receiving this award?
I just got tears into my eyes. I remembered my parents and the patients who had immense trust in me, and people who have walked through with me through this tough journey the last 3 decades. My mentors, my professors who taught me, and the hospital where I worked, who gave us a pleasant, pleasing atmosphere to take care of these patients in an ethical and scientific manner. So I really owe millions of thanks to all of these people who have been with me throughout my journey.
Well, sir, behind this award are millions of cancer survivors, thousands of people who have been treated, so many emotional stories, so many tearful lives, and all with thanks. That thank you, sir. You have treated us well. You have given us second life. So what was the most emotional moment if I talk about this complete 3-decade journey?
Excellent question. So there are several such journeys. One of the incidents which I would like to share is I was traveling to give a lecture in Vijayawada, and I was stuck in a traffic, and suddenly one lady comes out of her house and she spotted me, and she said, "Sir, just give me 2 minutes, I want you to walk into my house." So I was forced to get out of the car, and I went into her house. And when I went into her house, on the right side, there was a small area where there were so many gods, and besides the god, she put my photograph beside it. That was such an emotional scene that I cannot forget throughout my life. That means my photograph is being placed by the side of the god. She thinks that I am God to her. She thinks that I have given her life, and we do our job, but they think that we are extension of God's hands, and that's one of the very occasion which I always remember. Besides that, there are several such occasions, and a man of 87 years, and he was been very laureate singer, and several awards that he has received, and without my knowledge, he suddenly bowed his head and touched my feet. Wow. That we just don't want that to happen, but I'm just sharing you because they think that they such kind of emotions that come out every day in my life, in my clinic, with several age group, children, adults, senior-most people. That's what gives me impetus to go throughout my journey. I work around 11-12 hours a day, but I don't feel tired because I love that care, love and compassion, and that we show to the patients, and that we get in return such kind of a love that you cannot compare with any wealth that you get in your life.
Absolutely, sir. Well, to talk about cancer treatment, it's not just physically frustrating, but it's also emotionally devastating. When you've been treating your patients, it would have been a very challenging task too, because somewhere you need the medical excellence, and on the other hand, you need that compassion too, that emotional compassion, which has to be maintained equally. So how did you balance between these two?
Most important is that you need to have patience.
Yeah.
Cancer is not an individual disease. It affects the entire family. A lot of emotions are drained out, physically, mentally, financially, socially. All these things have to be kept in mind when you deal a patient who is just diagnosed of cancer. They go through the worst of the worst in their lifetime. So you need to spend a lot of time, and you need to explain them in detail. Patience is the key. Compassion is what is needed compared to any other diseases. when you're dealing with a cancer patient. So you need to make them feel that you're part of their family, you're going to take care of them thoroughly, and you're going to give them a lot of boost to deal with this dreadful disease. The treatment part itself also causes a lot of side effects and literal torture to them to go through the chemotherapy, radiotherapy and all kinds of stuff that we do. So we need to be with them all through their treatment. 24/7, I personally give my mobile number to them and allow them to speak to me whenever they get into depressions. So you need to have a lot of patience. This is a challenging field compared to any other specialty in medicine. So I got gelled into it, I love it, and that's the way I dealt with my patients, and all my patients love me with a lot of immense love and care.
Of course, the way you treated them, you were not less than a family member, and they treated you like a god.
Yes, absolutely.
If I ask you about the starting part of the journey, you were in your 20s when you took your first case of cancer. And you've also heard many people saying you that you're going in a wrong direction. But you did not heard them, you only listened to your heart. So just wanted to know a brief about that journey.
Absolutely. Initially, people literally discouraged me, as you rightly said, that this is a field which is going to make you depressed. You may not be happy dealing with the patients. Most of them would die, but that I took it as a challenge. I've been right from childhood, I loved taking challenges, and this was one of the good challenge. And in my career, 85% of the patients which I dealt with are cured. I'm so happy to say that because I took every patient as a challenge. I never let it go. Do the best and get the best of the result from that particular patient. So this is how I dealt with the patients, and fortunately some people normally say, "Aapke haath mein shafa hai." I am so happy. I am grateful to God that I have been treating patients and most of them have been successful. I have written a book called "I Am a Survivor," which is a blessing in disguise, and I think that's one of the biggest gratifying thing that I could do in my life. In that book would help the patients in general who are diagnosed of cancer, that every cancer patient from head to toe have shared their stories, who are all being treated by me. What happened on the day when they were diagnosed of cancer, what was the reaction when they met me on the first day, and how they dealt the treatment side effects and all, and how they are leading their life now. So all these are composed into a book of various cancers, from brain tumor to anal canal cancers. So that gives a lot of confidence for the newly diagnosed cancer patients. If they read that book, each story has got a real true essence of how they fought their life. That gives them a lot of courage and confidence to deal with the cancer, and they get the hope that they are going to survive cancer.
Absolutely, you're right, doctor. We used to say that if you're suffering with cancer, you won't survive. But now cancer means can survive. And the way you've written the book, I Am a Survivor, it is beautifully, depicting the stories and the people who have actually learned a lot from this journey of surviving through cancer. And, they have shared their thoughts also. And they have actually thanked you because you are like a god to them. But just to know about something personal from your life, you've been dedicatedly doing this for past 3 decades. Could you ever take some time for yourself? Did you have a me time in this time?
Absolutely. So I always keep telling my young generation, everything is possible if you plan it well. As I said, I work 11 to 12 hours a day, but still have my own time for my family, for my own recreation, getting into some kind of a sports, so that you have to balance it. It's called a wholesome life that you have to live in. Spending time with the patients is more than what you spend time with the family, but at the same time, the quality of life that you can spend with your family is possible. Going for holidays, sparing time for your friends as well as for the sports, for your own health is practically possible, is what I feel.
Wow.
And that I have done that, and I am happy to do that.
Wow, you're living your life to the fullest. Well, sir, any messages for the young doctors who are coming up and they want to follow your path?
All the youngsters, I always keep telling them, be ethical. There's no need to run after money. You prove your efficiency, you be sincere and continue to do hard work. The result will definitely come in your way. There's no need to cut corners. Be ethical. God you are all an extension of God. So be truthful to your patients. Treat them as your kin and kith. Then you would get the best out of it. And I'm sure you'll succeed and you'll show many awards in your lifetime.
Well, now I'm taking you to that day when a bell rang and they said that you are being awarded with the Padma Award. What was the first reaction when you got that call?
Sir, I was in tears. I was in tears. My journey was never to get any awards. But at the end of the day, when you were recognized and you get some appreciation, you always cherish it and be happy about it. Thank you so much.
Well, sir, you are being awarded by Honorable President of India and you are very happy. We could see your face and the video, the way you were expressing the emotions, and I could see the tears while you were receiving the award too. What does this award mean to you? Is it an achievement or this is a sense of responsibility from now onwards, which is double now?
Absolutely said right. It actually increases the responsibility. At this age, when I'm 66 already, I thought I have achieved everything. And this actually gives me more impetus to do more and more to the society. The responsibilities have given more. And my coat has become more heavier and I feel like working harder and harder and to do the best to my society.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sir. You have given us a new phase of life. You have shown us a new path. All the very best and congratulations once again, sir.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much for
Thank
talking to Sun City.